Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Miami Esports. Today we are having our Super Smash Bros. Tournament. We are facing Akron today. Hopefully, going to be a really good game. Akron's definitely going to look like one of our better rivals. They're currently looking 1-0. They had a win against Western Michigan, and they had a bye week. So, kind of going to be interesting to see what they did on the bye week. And then, obviously, we have Miami, who's 2-0, having wins against Central Michigan and BGSU.
Mm-hmm. This is definitely going to be an interesting game with both teams. When looking at both teams, they both have really interesting rosters to choose from. And that can also go through Akron. We've seen Miami with what their roster can do, but seeing what Akron's roster has, that has a lot of interesting characters that Miami is going to have to figure out how to play around against.
Mm-hmm. And I should have said, I am Jacob Chewy Gundram.
And I'm Keegan Logic Clapp.
And we will be your casters for today. But yeah, looking at Akron's team, going to be kind of interesting to see some of the players. Funnily enough, both Miami and Akron have Bowser Juniors on their team. So I'd kind of like to see if we have a Bowser Jr. head-on clash. But that would be kind of cool to see. And I mean, yeah, all of Miami's players looking really strong. We have Lunar, Respect, holding their own in here. Jam definitely doing a really good job with his K Rule. But yeah, it's going to be really awesome to see. They are going to, we'll be in the game shortly, but just looking at some of the characters that you were talking about, do you want to go more into that?
Yeah. See, for our characters, I feel like we have a lot of good zoners and control characters, which what they're trying to do is they're trying to control the entire game state. We have Lunar playing Steve, we have Palpa playing Villager, and Respect playing Sonic. Those are more control characters. They're fine being patient and taking the time to win. You make a mistake. But on Akron's side, we have more rushdown characters. I feel like we have Ken, Kazuya, we have Bayo. So we're gonna have to see how our team handles with these rushdown characters and try to see if they're able to be patient against them and punish accordingly.
Mhm. And it's going to be really interesting to see too, because Akron is definitely going to be one of the better teams we are going to play in our conference with Super Smash Bros. And Miami coming off of a 2-0 win streak, kind of I'd like to see them keep it up. I feel like we have a very strong team this year. We're going to do real good. I'd like to see them start aggressive, maybe throwing Lunar in or Respect or maybe one of our good zoners, also with Palpa, and then kind of testing the water, seeing what sticks, what doesn't. Um, but yeah, so hopefully we will be going into a game soon. But we will come back to you in a few minutes when we have a game and a lobby set up. So we'll see you then. And we're back. So, little updates from what happened there. We are going to see Mindles Man from Miami playing Bowser Jr. here, and then Tractor on Akron's side playing Bayonetta. And it sounds like we're going to be on map PS2. But we're going to be still waiting, get into maps, get into button checks. So, we should be starting here soon. But, I mean, just kind of looking how Mindles Man kind of plays a little more zone with Bowser Jr., definitely controls the stage with a lot of the dash attacks and using the cannonballs, the drills. Mendels really likes using the drill attack with Bowser Jr. So it's going to be interesting to see what Tractor does here with Bayonetta.
hmm the thing is that Bayonetta is able to really move around with side B and up B, getting through situations. Bayonetta does have a special input side B where she goes down up and where she can go down and up, but it looks like we're going to go into the match right now.
Yeah, so first match, we're going to be seeing what's going to happen here. And right off the bat, we're going to have Bowser Jr. going up and trying to keep some distance, but also trying to stay close. A lot of sheer guarding, kind of waiting on the first person to make a move. But, I mean, currently no attacks yet. It's really interesting to see here. They've been dodging, they've been shielding, but it looks like we're going to have Mindles getting the first hit on them. Just a little 9%, but, I mean, each hit's going to do a little bit there. And then really good combo there by Tractor. Going to do a lot of damage there. But it's still a very close game, only being about, actually now a 4-point game.
What both characters are really good at is they are good with one interaction combos that we can see from Bayonetta. All it needs is one side beat to get a combo started. But both players need to be careful to not mess up because both will punish mistakes.
Yeah, and then also watching how Bayonetta kind of following through and getting combos off. Is they going to send them off the stage? They do not, but Bowser Jr. Definitely at 130. Really close. I mean, Bayonetta's really getting them high off the stage, trying to do some of those final smashes, trying to get them off there. But, I mean, kind of going to watch what they do. They were following through with some of the shield guarding that we had Mindles watching, and Tractor's kind of following it through with grabs and punches, and that's going to be first KO. And it is currently 2 stocks to 3 stocks, Akron up. But, I mean, we have Tractor at 92%. I definitely think that Mindles can do something here.
Yeah, Mindles only needs side B to get a kill with to go into up B for the kill. But the thing is that Bayonetta is just so hard to catch with her side Bs and up Bs.
And also watching Bayonetta really coming in off the stage. I mean, we saw Mindles trying to do some stuff with the cannonball there, but I mean, we're just seeing so much stuff coming from Tractor. So many great combos coming through. Kind of ledge guarding, but there we see that Mindles is able to kind of get a little demo with the card, knocking Tractor off the stage, but really great play from them, trying to set up a combo, but it looks like we have Tractor sending through a rebuttal against Mindles, sending them off stage again. It's definitely going to be interesting to see here and how Mindles is going to try to set up a combo, but instead Tractor's able to get one through.
Yeah, the thing about Bayonetta's dodge is that it's faster than most other dodges, so it's really hard to combo Bayonetta. We saw it happen right there when Bowser Jr. tried to hit an up air, but Bayonetta is able to get out combos easily. So this is definitely not really the best matchup for Bowser Jr.
Yeah, Mindles is definitely going to be doing some having some issues getting off the stage, especially now that they are in the danger zone, being able to just being hit off stage real quick now. This might be it here, but they are able to get a shield dodge in and the perfect timing, not sending them off stage. We're going to see Tractor trying to set up more combos here. I mean, definitely 2 very combo-heavy players really trying to get some work done. But seeing Mindles using the drill again, I mean, Mindles really likes using that drill attack to get big damage in. And that will take probably Bayonetta out of the one of her stocks. So if we can see Mindles at least getting one more stock here, that would be great. I don't see them probably winning at 150 or 179%. But, I mean, I'd love to see them get one more stock before they go out for the count. But it looks like that's not going to happen. Seeing the Bayonetta players, seeing what happens with Tractor, it's going to be really interesting to see how they respond back to it. But, I mean, seeing Bayonetta is just one of those characters that like you said, just gets around and can really dodge. It's really fast. It's really hard to play against.
Yeah, and it definitely sucks with her just her ability to get out of combos with dodge. Like we saw there that Mendel's man wasn't really to put any combos or really do much damage at all. It was just really hard to catch Bayonetta and punish her for anything that she did.
Hmm. And especially with some of that ledge guarding stuff that they were doing, like Bayonetta was able to come in off the side of the stage incredibly easy and going through. But it sounds like we are going to see Respect playing Sonic coming through. That's definitely going to be another interesting one, seeing if they can do kind of what Mendel's man did with the Bowser Jr. cart explosion, getting that one KO on Bayonetta on Tractor, but kind of seeing if Sonic can do that with the spring.
Yeah, the problem is that Bayonetta can mix up her recovery, so it's really hard to ledge guard Bayonetta from trying to get back on stage. What really is going to be helpful, though, is definitely Sonic speed in this matchup, trying to make sure that Bayonetta can't just get in at all, and Sonic will get in first before Bayonetta can do anything.
Mhm. Another thing that might be hard for Respect, our Sonic player, is that Tractor is doing a lot more of shielding, which is definitely going to be doing some issues where Sonic's going to be going in for attacks, and then if they shield, they're just right there. They're ready for. I mean, they're unguarded. They're gonna get comboed off with Bayonetta's attacks. So it's gonna be really interesting to see what happens there if they try to kind of go in, move out, go in, move out, or using a lot more of that spring or air attacks. It's gonna be kind of interesting.
The thing with Sonic is that even if he goes in and Bayonetta is shielding, is that Sonic is fast enough to get out of there before Bay can punish it. So I feel like definitely we should see a more rush down play style with Sonic than waiting, because Bayonetta is fine waiting you out until you make a mistake. But the problem is that Sonic is just really fast and able to get out of tough situations. So
Mhm.
this is definitely the right choice, I feel like, to put in Respect for Bayonetta.
Yeah, and Respect has done a lot of really good plays this season. I mean, they're definitely one of um, in my opinion, I think they're definitely one of Miami's greatest strengths on the team. They're able to get in a lot of damage, a lot of kind of just quickly getting rid of stocks on the other team, or if not getting rid of stocks, definitely dealing with some of the trouble players that we're seeing in there. And then I'd like to see them kind of. I feel like they're going to put in Lunar, the Steve player, who definitely also does is a great strength for the team. Hopefully later in the challenge to kind of be that deciding factor and deciding edge when it comes to playing the games. But
Mhm.
it sounds like we're going back to PS2 for our next match. And again, that is how we have Tractor coming back with 2 stocks, and we have Respect coming in with Sonic with 3 stocks. But definitely going to be something fun to see there.
Mhm.
Uh, yeah, kind of looking through more of the players. Considering we've only seen Tractor so far with Bayonetta, it's going to be kind of interesting to see with the other players with um, like Cytonics, Leia Dreams, Vaj, Vanilla, React, all of the Akron players kind of being interesting characters that we're going to see in here. Not seeing a lot, but it looks like we're going to get back into the first game. And there's that first stock. So we'll wait for the taunts, and the
And we're
taunts
off.
go. All right. Kind of testing the waters here, getting ready for each person to see what they're going to do, who's going to do the first attack. That's something interesting that I'm seeing with Tractor is they're kind of baiting Miami for the first attack, trying to get them close to them and seeing what they're doing there. Again, that shield where they're trying to do some work there against Respect, the Sonic player. Going to be interesting to see how Respect deals with that.
Yeah, both characters are definitely fast, but the way that they're fast is vastly different. We see Bayonetta is definitely faster in the air compared to Sonic on ground. So they're both gonna try to fit their special styles of speed to their perspective fighting skills. But right now we are seeing as Bayonetta is taking advantage of her combos, able to get Sonic to 123%.
Mhm. Yeah, and this is not a great start for Respect. It's definitely going to be something interesting to see here how they are trying to get some points. But that's already the first stock, and we are about I mean, that was incredibly quick. It's having like 2 of the fastest characters in the game. Definitely going to make these rounds shorter, but Respect is definitely going to try to get some ground attacks or springs off. But with, I mean, seeing Tractor doing a lot of aerial combos, it's going to be really hard for Respect to come back from that, especially in situations like that where they get about like 5 good hits, 6 good hits, and they're already back to 85. It's going to be really hard to see or hard to know what Respect's going to try to do here and see what they're going to do. Really answer it.
Yeah, that's definitely the problem facing against Bayonetta is that one good hit can lead to a lot of percent. So you got to make sure that you play safe. You got to make sure you don't play into the Bayonetta's hands. But seeing how so far Respect has changed his playstyle is definitely helping this game and him coming back.
Yeah, Respect is definitely playing more of a patient style now, which is kind of counteractive. Think of a Sonic character. Definitely trying to go. I quote Sonic, gotta go fast. I mean, they're going to be trying to do really quick games, really good moves, but that's going to be another stock on Miami's side. It's not looking great here. Miami's already down about 4 stocks. So let's see if Respect can get at least another stock on Tractor. But Tractor is already, already doing great work here. Seeing if they can get, honestly, seeing if they can get a 6 stock here.
Yeah, they gotta take something here. If they don't take anything here, then this is a really steep slope to climb back up to get to at least a winning game state.
Yeah, and it's going to be really hard to see, especially with Bayonetta doing a lot of combos here and grabbing Respect midair, trying to hit him off with some of her shooting range abilities, just keeping pressure. It's going to be really hard for Respect to do something here. But there we go. There's that really good spike, but it's not going to do much. It looks like Miami really just doing one stock, one character. So it's a steep slope to get up, like you were saying. I'd like to see. I'm guessing that they're going to send Lunar in here with Steve to try to just get some work done, but it's a hard slope to get up.
I think if they want to just make sure that they get this game, I think they should send in Palba because Bayonetta wants to be in the air a lot. So and Villager is just able to not let that happen at all with Slingshot and Lloyd definitely restricting more to ground gameplay and even after if they take out Tractor, they still have like Kazuya, Ken, and Bowser Jr. and Villager is just really good on all of those matchups. So if we're thinking long term, I think Papa's definitely the definitely the right choice. And we just got confirmation that Palpa is being sent in.
Yeah, that was a great call there. Yeah, trying to see how that's going to go. But yeah, I definitely agree. And also with the different tree abilities, kind of like putting a secondary shield up against some of those really precise combos that Tractor is putting in. Definitely going to be interesting to see what they do here. Uh, but yeah, it's going to be. I'd like to see Miami have quite a comeback here. I definitely think that they can. It's going to be a hard slope to climb up, but we're not out of the we're not out for the count yet. So we're still waiting for our map selections to come through. But yeah, so kind of just looking through all of this stuff. But yeah, it sounds like we are going to Hollow Bastion for our map. Definitely going to be something interesting to see, especially because usually when we're playing games, it's a lot of PS2 and small battlefield that we're seeing in just this conference. I think last match we had about 4 times that we were on small battlefield. I want to say 1 or 2 times on PS2. So seeing a new map is going to be really fun to see. But it looks like we're going to be going into a map here. And yeah, we have Pulpa playing Villager and Tractor playing Bayonetta. And we're going to get the 2 stocks on Tractor. And we're going to wait for the taunts here. And once the taunts go off, the game is on. There are the taunts, and it's first off going into the Lloyd. Definitely going to be some interesting shots. Again, seeing Tractor, waiting for them to take the first shots, but they're going to get some combos in. But again, there we go. There's Palpa getting out of those combos really fast, stopping them with the Lloyds, the slingshots, everything like exactly what you were going to say.
Yeah, definitely this is going to be more of a ground game than it was for the last games. Just Villager's entire moveset, being able to fastly act out of shield, and, well,
That's it.
that's
That's it. Uh, yeah, that was quite a quick round. Um, it looks like Bayonetta just didn't really have enough recovery to get back onto the stage there. So yeah,
well, Bayonetta, I think, from what I saw, is that her jump got taken by Slingshot, which, like I said, Slingshot is really good against any character that wants to be in the air. It can stop jumps. Lloyd can also predict jumps, but as we say in the business, we take those.
yeah, we take those. We take those. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who they send in for Akron now because that was their first character. That was their first player going in, and now we've seen 3 of ours. So yeah, it's like you said, it's going to be a slippery slope and a hard climb to get back up. But I definitely think we can still. We're not out for the count yet.
Yeah. If I had to predict who they're going to go, I think Vanilla Puff is probably the best option. While Puff still wants to be in the air, just the size of Puff makes it hard for Slingshot to be very viable here. And with Villager's recovery, Puff is easily able to, I say, edge guard from Villager being back on, and without the use of projectiles for Villager to take advantage of, and just Puff being able to have really uh a really good recovery, it's really going to be hard for Villager if Puff goes in.
Mm. And also seeing some of the stuff with Puff, where if they can charge up one of those side Bs where they can just kind of go across the entire stage. Definitely going to be hard to see what Villager does because they might not have enough reaction time to really do something unless they have a Lloyd. But it sounds like we're going to small battlefield, one of our favorites that we have with those teams. But it sounds like we're actually getting Ken Cytonics coming in. So yeah, again, like you said, not going to be a lot of projectiles to see coming through here, but we're going to go right off the bat here. Miami has to come up 3 stocks, an entire character, or entire player, sorry, to come through here. But yeah, I mean, seeing we have Palpa doing a lot of stuff with Lloyd, trying to do a lot of damage with that. But I mean, they're already at almost 40%. It's going to be hard, especially because Ken is one of his hard hitters. They're going to do a lot of good damage here.
The problem with Ken is that he's definitely able to get damage off of one hit. The problem is just trying to get that one hit because Villager is able to run away, control the game, and make sure that it's going to be tough to even try to get a hit in with. But Villager does have a good recovery to recover from that. But definitely Ken may struggle trying to get in with Lloyd, Slingshot, and all of that.
Yeah, and just seeing some of those down spikes, I mean, it definitely looks like Cytonics was playing more down spike based stuff, but like you said, Villager has a really good recovery with the balloons, but that's already a stock down on Palpa. Again, like you said, you got to get just one good hit, and they found that one good hit. But there's the tree going up from Palpa, has a nice shield parry there, and I mean, they're keeping a lot of pressure on, and ooh, I thought that was going to knock him out, but that didn't get him quite yet. But yeah, we have Palpa again in the danger zone. It's going to be really interesting to see what they do here.
It's really hard to come up to Ken because, like we're seeing, all it takes is one hit, and Ken is a Shoto, so it is really easy to go into his kill moves, which we've seen already is definitely uppy. Uppy can take stocks early. If you do the right combos, you can also just get the most damage possible. And
that's game.
That is game. Ken able to combo just anything that he wants to. Like down tilt, a good move. All all of his special inputs can just combo into something, leading to either death or just a lot of damage.
Yeah, and kind of seeing how Akron is putting characters out, it definitely looks like they've seen these types of players. They've seen people with Miami's side, they've seen Sonic players, they've seen Villager players, they've seen all of these things coming through, and they know how to respond to it. And that is going to be one of the things that Miami's going to be having some issues with because a lot of these characters is going to be doing a lot. You don't see these characters as often, I feel like I haven't really heard of many Bayonetta characters with collegiate esports, but we're going to be sending in Klutz with Kirby here. Um, yeah, just going to be interesting to see what they do there.
That's definitely what both of these teams specialize in. They both have really unique characters, and that is a really unique thing because most people don't know how to play against them. So that leads to their advantage. But we are going to go into game again on small battlefield again.
And this is going to be Miami's final character, already 3-9. It's not looking good. I definitely think that Kirby can do some good damage here, good combos. But I mean, 9 stocks is a lot.
It's a lot, but I feel like we can do it. We just have to make sure that we play perfectly, pretty much, though. But I feel like we can definitely do it. Wrong person. Klutz is definitely he's definitely a person that you shouldn't underestimate. I know he's playing Kirby, but the way that he plays him is just so special. It's so hard to adapt to how he plays. He can rush down, he can dodge, he can do almost anything with this character.
And also with how they're acting on stage, they're doing a lot of ground attacks. They're trying to keep it mainly inside. But they're not afraid to do combos here. And also when they're attacking, I mean, Kirby's hitbox goes dramatically down, but they're able to get a kill there instead of the uppy that Ken was trying to do, that Cytonics was going for. Kirby was able to down B and kind of disregard that and, was able to just knock him out.
And as we're seeing here, like I said, if there's anyone that can do anything, it's Klutz. We just saw that he was able to take 92% unanswered. And definitely Kirby's kit can counter a lot of good things. Like we saw with the recovery, Stone is just good against certain recovery. It's definitely good against Ken. Kirby's combos, some characters just can't get out of them, like Ken. But like we're seeing here, I told you, if there's anyone that can do it, it's Klutz.
Yeah, and we sadly got a down spike there from the Ken player. So they're able to get 1 stock on Klutz. But, I mean, at 145%, Klutz just has to get one of those, like you said, like we were talking about, one of those good plays, one of those good smashes, either a down B or some type of just big hit. And, I mean, it's going to be over for Cytonics here soon. Hopefully 185. Yeah, that's gonna knock him out. That's gonna take him out. But seeing how they're gonna again, gonna be a hard slope to climb up here. If they get back come back against Cytonics, you still have 2 more characters you got to get past, 2 more players. It's gonna be hard, but not impossible.
Yeah, I feel like Klutz can do it. Oh. I thought he was going to gimp him for a second. But definitely, if you're trying to end this game like Klutz is, there's nothing wrong with trying to get those plays. He's trying... Oh, and there we go with the Ned guard. Almost tried to finish it off with the down air. But Kirby can definitely take a stock early. And in this situation, Klutz needs to find that option. But Miami is on their last stock. Let's see what Klutz is able to do with it.
Yeah, Klutz, honestly, I probably would have tried to play a little safer there, especially with such a high percentage, and how Ken's recoveries are just like an up B doing a lot of damage. That's what's going to happen. But we're not out yet. We're 1 stock with 6 stocks on Akron. I mean, Akron... It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. I'm not going to lie. It's not looking great, but we're not done yet. We still have 1 stock. We got 1 fighter. we're not giving up yet. We're not giving up.
I believe in the clutch. Honestly, I feel like he can do it. Against the rest of their roster, they got Bowser Jr., Wii Fit, Kazuya, Puff. The hardest thing I feel like that they could send out is definitely Puff, because although they look the same, Puff's airspeed is just really hard to deal with, and especially really hard to combo in. Puff is able to DI out of a lot of combos that Kirby could do. So I feel like if they send in Puff, it's definitely going to be a steeper slope than the already steep hill.
Hmm. I mean, yeah, just seeing Puff again, like you said, very fast. It's gonna be really hard to come back, but I still have hope. I'm still rooting for Miami. I'd like to see a clutch. I feel
Yeah.
like that would be something really fun that we can talk about.
Yeah.
Having a clutch would be awesome. But yeah, and if I mean they have to get past this player and then the next. So I mean, if they do get 3 stocks and get this player out, then the next player is going to be watching what Klutz is doing, kind of already formulating like in their mind what Klutz is going to be doing. But it sounds like yeah, they were sending in Vanilla, who is playing Jigglypuff, the Puff player. So yeah, it's gonna be hard. But coming back to fan favorite small battlefield, I feel like I need to start keeping a tally of small battlefield times we play. But we're gonna get into our game here, and yeah, again, Miami's gonna take 2 stocks off and get ready for the plays here. But again, once they both taunt, I mean, we're gonna go and see what happens here.
Yeah.
All
This
right.
this is definitely a really hard game to come through, but I feel like Klutz can do it, but the problem is that most combos like that we saw last game are not going to be on this game, just from how small and how fast Jigglypuff is in the air. Uh, while Kirby also does have 6 jumps, Kirby does not possess the speed in the air that Puff does, and we're just seeing it here how Kirby. Oh, there's an early kill. That's definitely what Klutz needed right there. The one good thing about fighting Puff is that everything kills early against Puff.
And also seeing how they were able to keep their percentages low. Like they're at 26. Okay, now, okay, maybe I spoke too soon there. But, I mean, keeping our percent low, I mean, they just got to get enough stocks off. And, I mean, they can end up with 112%. But as long as they take off all 3 stocks, it doesn't matter for the next run. They're also going to start at 0. So, I mean, yeah, the Puff player definitely looking like they're trying to keep more ledge guards. But we have Klutz doing a lot more with the sword attacks, definitely kind of disrupting those ledge guards. But Klutz at 90, they're in a danger zone here.
It's really dangerous to seeing Klutz go off stage ever, because slow air Kirby speed against just able to edge guard Kirby with that is really hard. So we definitely want to see Klutz just on the stage as most as possible.
And Klutz is trying to play safe, trying to. I mean, they're at 138%. They are not. I mean, any attack can really take them out here. So they're waiting for good spots, exactly like that, where they can take out a stock. But I mean, they're starting from 0
Oh,
here.
big punish, big punish.
Oh,
Let's see.
oh,
No.
oh. I hope
That-
they were going for the sleep pill.
That probably could have killed. Puff is really light, so I honestly think that could have actually done a lot. But Puff with the back air to
Yeah.
finish it.
I mean, valiant effort, valiant effort. I definitely think that was, yeah. I mean, and just seeing these 2 powerhouses coming up, I mean, it's going to be interesting. I mean, Miami and Akron definitely looking like the 2 strongest teams for Super Smash Bros. Esports with NACE. But yeah, it's definitely going to be cool to see that if Miami can keep on going and have a lot more wins under their belt, Akron's probably going to keep on doing good work there. I mean, if they won against us, they're probably going to win against the people we won against. So yeah, kind of just wanting to see how both the teams do. Um, but anything you have to say?
I do want to say that Miami can still really learn from this first set. seeing how Bayonetta was just able to sweep, get all the stocks they need to find a plan to play around that, because if it works the first time, they might just go at it again. So Miami definitely needs to plan for what Akron's going to do with this win.
And if they send, who was it?
Tractor.
Yes, Tractor. Thank you. They send Tractor out first again. I mean, they watched how Tractor played, but I don't think much is going to change there, sadly. I think it's definitely going to be one of those plays and games where it's going to be really hard to come back. But, I mean, Klutz was able to get a lot of points early. Maybe they throw Klutz in against Tractor. I don't know. I don't really know if Miami has a great counter against Tractor, but yeah, I mean, the issue was using about 3 players to get rid of one of Akron's players. It just really put us down. I mean, so much.
Yeah. But that's all for the next set. But I feel like if Miami thinks thoroughly with what they want to do, I feel like they can definitely come up with a victory.
All right, and I think we're gonna go to a little break here because we are not getting any indication on players or battlefields yet. So we will be back soon with most of that updates. But we'll see you in a couple of minutes then. And welcome back. We have our second match against Akron today. Akron getting the first match. They had what, 6 stocks left, or no,
4.
5 stocks,
They have
4,
4 stocks left.
4 stocks. Thank you. But I mean, kind of close. We really struggled at the beginning, kind of got our footing at the end, but I mean, let's see if Miami can get our footing off at the beginning here. It sounds like we're going to be sending in 2 new people on both sides, actually. Lunar, who's playing Steve, and Lair Realms, who's playing Weefit. Definitely going to be kind of an interesting match to see, and how both of them are going to kind of work together. I know Lunar sets up a lot of really fun combos to watch and gets ready to. I mean, they're Steve players. Steve players set up combos. They think 3 steps ahead of most players. It's going to be really fun to see what they do here. But we're going to head into our first game here right now. And yeah, here we have Lunar and Lair Realms, and it's going to be on small battlefield, fan favorite. I mean, it's tried and true. And they're immediately going to be doing some soccer ball spikes here.
Yeah. We fit with deep breathing. They're going to definitely try to get in, not let Lunar breathe. That just is the main thing that you want to do against Steve. Not let Steve get the resources that they need to just to get more powerful overall. So we're definitely going to see more rush down, I feel like, from WeFit.
And watching WeFit also being ready for like anything that Lunar is able to send out. Like Lunar's watching out for the soccer balls, but also by building this wall, they're setting WeFit up for those deep threats where they can kind of get in and get quick there. But I mean, I feel like one of the things that Lunar is definitely going to try to take advantage of is going to be WeFit's recovery, because it's relatively slow when you think of recovery. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see what they do about that and see if they can take advantage, get some combos off there. But it looks like they're going to try to craft a little bit here. Excuse me. But I mean, again, just setting up more blocks, more like shields. But I mean, they're at 109. WeFit is at 63. It's definitely going to be interesting to see what they do here. And WeFit really just putting the soccer ball placement on par. I mean, they're aiming for Lunar. Lunar is able to get some blocks and some dodges ready. But, I mean, they're kind of just looking for the gold, looking for the diamonds, and they have diamond now.
Yeah, definitely what Lunar's just trying to do is manage resources. Is that Steve is definitely more control character. Steve is trying to play the long game here, specifically building blocks, trying to not let WeFit really do much while he's trying to get what he needs. But there's the first kill of the set with Lunar with the back air. And as you see, he just goes right back to building. That's pretty much all that matters, is managing his resources.
Yeah, and then also like watching what they do here. I love watching Lunar play with the mine carts, but that's going to be second stock there. And I mean, they're back up to diamond real quick. I mean, they're able to kind of keep that and be ready for when they got KO'd. But I mean, just watching how Lair Realms is going to be trying to get through all of, I mean, the blocks that they're doing. And Salute the Sun can't get through. I mean, it's going through the blocks. It's definitely going to be mostly focused on the soccer ball spikes there.
Yeah, definitely just utilizing that soccer ball. It's such a really good tool on WeFit specifically. But also just trying to get the deep breeze in. It just does a lot for WeFit. So definitely just trying to make sure that WeFit is utilizing both her rushdown kit and her zoning kit to try to apply pressure against Steve, while also being sure to stay safe from him.
And also watching how we have Lair Realms playing WeFit. I mean, they're focusing more on the Salute the Sun stuff, but Lunar's able to really counteract that either with the blocks that they're placing, or, I mean, since Salute the Sun is a charge attack, they're able to kind of capture them in the minecart, but that's going to be another stock with Akron's favor. I mean, and Lair Realms is going to be at 24%, 2 stocks. It's definitely going to be closer. I feel like Akron has one of those teams that, I mean, has really good responses to our players and is kind of ready for it. But Ooh, Lunar trying to set up an attack there, wasn't able to get it through, and then having again a salute the sun. Definitely seeing Lair Realms doing a lot of salute the sun, a lot of ranged attacks, deep breathing,
No.
but that deep breathing was going to be their doom because doing it off stage with the anvil, I mean, it's going to immediately end it. But Lunar's going to need to do something interesting here at 89%. Never mind 107%. I mean, they're in a danger zone here, especially with the deep breathing that Wii Fit Trainer has. And Salute the Sun, it's going to do a lot of hard damage there too. So, I mean, they have to do a lot of good work, a lot of combos, being ready for a lot of stuff to come back here. But they're going to get back to Diamond here, and they're going to do a lot of
Nah.
axe attacks. They weren't able to get the combo all the way through, but I mean, 57% is better than the 23 they were at beforehand.
Yeah, definitely. Percent doesn't really matter in this game. I feel like Steve can just rack up damage, kill you early. So, uh, while Wii Fit might be at a low percent, Steve can just definitely change that around with one move. But it is a really close game. The thing is that Wii Fit is having trouble trying to punish Steve for doing anything. But the thing is that Steve's walls, and with the Salute the Sun able to finish the first match.
Yeah, Salute the Sun, I mean, definitely one of those things where it's one of Wii Fit Trainer's best moves, but I mean, yeah, just watching how Lunar was able to put block placement up and doing a lot of work against that, where the blocks won't be broken against Salute the Sun. Only the soccer ball could really do a lot of breaking there.
Yeah. But going into next game, there's not really somebody from Miami that counters Wii Fit. If there had to be a specific, I would feel like Klutz definitely has the best matchup here with Kirby, but I don't think K Rule is the best option just because Wii Fit definitely can combo off of K Rule pretty
Mm-hmm.
easily. Sonic is also a good option, but we saw from Wii Fit is that Wii Fit does not mind taking her time to get in the scenario that she wants. So I feel like the best opportunity we have, or the opportunity to send, is definitely Klutz here.
Mm-hmm. And also seeing how respect plays a lot more like quick, like how Sonic usually is. Doesn't really play patient at a whole lot, and I mean, we did see them play a little more patiently last match, or last round, but they just caught up too late that they weren't able to really do a whole lot there. So I would agree there. I think Klutz is probably going to be one of the better answers to the Wii Fit Trainer, but I mean, we only have to get one stock here, so hopefully we don't really lose any of our stocks. We can keep it pretty close here. I'm hoping. I'm kind of hoping that they don't send Tractor out incredibly soon. I hope that we can get a few more stocks up, and then if they send out Tractor, they're like, okay, hey, we have 5 stocks left. Like we'll come up with a scenario that we can come up with. But we are actually going to be sending in Respect as Sonic. I think that they're going to be doing some interesting stuff. I hope that they're going to be able to get this one stock here and then go to the next player, trying to keep it even, trying to keep it close, at least closer than last game.
Yeah, we definitely want to make sure that we don't fall in stocks. We want to keep it as even as possible. Maybe even try to take the lead at some point, but we want to play, just make sure we're safe. I know Smash definitely is a game that characters can play really cool in a really cool style, but definitely we need to be more on the defensive and safe side if we want to keep this game.
Hmm. And that's one of the things that I feel like Miami and Akron both have really good strengths with is the offense. Um, Akron, I feel like beats Miami a little bit with the defense, which is also kind of where we're seeing some issues at. Where when Miami's on defense, they don't have a whole lot of answering, and they can't really do a whole lot there. But I mean, it's still going to be close. It's a lot closer than last game so far. It's not going to be a like 3-1 or actually that 2 3-1s to begin with. So I mean, yeah, I have to going back to last game. Have to take hats off to Tractor doing a lot of good work, doing doing 6 stocks to Miami and only taking 2 stocks away from them. I mean, that's hard to do, especially with such great teams that we're seeing here tonight.
Yeah, definitely. Uh, for what I would like to see with Sonic is against Wii Fit is definitely more rush down. I feel like just
Mhm.
try to take this stock as fast as possible. Definitely want to do it without Wii Fit getting the ability to charge up, salute the sun, and just deep breaths. So I feel like Sonic is definitely the play style that facilitates countering Wii Fit's style of play.
Mhm. But it sounds like we do have our map as Town and Crossing, and we will be getting into the game here hopefully pretty soon. They're going to be setting up here, but I mean, yeah, I wholeheartedly agree with you with the Sonic and just trying to get Wii Fit out real quick. But yeah, here we go. Here is the game, and again, we have Wii Fit Trainer. They're gonna go down 2 stocks here to go to the 1. So hopefully Respect is able to get this 1 stock here pretty easily. All right. A little button check there. But we are going to be getting back into the game here soon. But yeah, so kind of just seeing how that's going to be. I mean, we already saw Sonic definitely um, being ready to control the stage, being ready to do a lot of work there.
Yeah, but with town and cities platforms, you are able to kill off of them really early, so that's what we want to see from Sonic. We did get the button check good, but we are back into the game, and as we're seeing, we're trying to see Respect, trying to rush down, trying to make sure that Wii Fit doesn't get the chance to breathe, literally with down B.
Yeah, and it looks like they were able to get a breath in there. Kind of interesting to see how Weafa trainers like going off the stage to do the breaths. Definitely letting respect the Sonic player who does a lot of those spring techs, like spring spikes, downwards, giving them a lot of like area and adequate time to move. But Respect doesn't look like they're really taking advantage of that.
No, Wii Fit's uppy, I feel like can weave around the spikes better than a lot of other characters with more linear. But we're able to see that I was right about my statement of him of Respect trying to end this game early, just trying to make this match over and try to make it even, which is definitely the right decision right now.
Yeah, and I definitely think that Leo Realms is definitely trying to do some, at least getting one of the stocks here, if not doing more there. But yeah, I mean, Sonic definitely, if they can get one of a good hits, and that's
There
gonna
we
be it.
go.
Oh,
Come
I
on.
really thought that was gonna be it.
Yeah, with the soccer ball too, with the assist.
That sucks. No, but
Aw.
ooh, yeah, that's gonna be when the stock's done.
I honestly thought he had it. Honestly,
I mean, it's still not bad. I mean, hopefully we're going to be down only 1 stock here and that we can come back relatively easily. But, yeah.
Kablamo!
Kablamo!
There he goes. That's his signature catchphrase when he gets a forward smash.
Yeah, so it's definitely going to be one of those games. It's a lot closer. A lot closer. But yeah, watching how Respect is playing, I mean, like in the name, you got to give them respect.
Yeah, you got it.
You got to do a lot of stuff there. Where I mean, they're all great players.
Yeah.
I mean, none of the players that we've seen so far have been lackluster. They've all really been pulling their weight, and I mean, if they're not doing a lot of stocks, they're at least doing good work. And I mean, seeing some of this stuff is really fun.
Yeah. For next game, I feel like they are probably going to send in Tractor. That is probably the best counter pick to Sonic right now. Just the ability to uh rack up damage, play the slow game, stay in the air. This is definitely not what Sonic wants to play against. But I feel like Respect, he already has the experience from the last match against Tractor, so I feel like Respect can definitely change what his game plan is against Tractor to make sure that he comes up the victor.
Yeah, and when you were talking about how Tractor is kind of playing Bayonetta, which is like a issue with Respect Sonic playing, I honestly think Tractor's just an issue with all of Miami's team really. They're a great player. They're going to be doing a lot of work there. So if they do send in Tractor here, it's gonna be hopefully a closer game than last, but I'm not foreseeing a whole lot of great plays. And also already being one player down instead, and also having it being Lunar, who is definitely one of our
Heavy hitters.
heavy hitters. Yeah, a heavy hitter, definitely one of the combo players, definitely one of Miami's um powerhouses. It's gonna be interesting to see that if or when they send in Tractor, it's gonna be close.
Yeah,
If not, they're gonna blow us out of the water. But I definitely think that considering they've seen Tractor playing once and they know what's happening, I definitely think they're gonna be able to come up with some type of response there.
yeah, but that's if they go with Tractor. We still have
Mhm.
two characters we have yet to see or even know how they're going to play. We still have Yak the Bowser Jr. and Raj the Kazuya, which, while it's really important to know how a team plays, so with them keeping two characters hidden on how their playstyle is, but we've just got confirmation that it is going to be Tractor the Bayonetta.
Mhm. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I feel like they might pull out one of their hidden characters if we're able to KO Tractor pretty fast. But they might also just keep with what they had with Ken, Leia Dreams, or Leia Realms, sorry, and Vanilla, and kind of just keeping the nose and getting ready for that. But yeah, I definitely think that having two hidden characters on their side is definitely going to do a lot of um, interesting stuff. The only character we have hidden for us is Jam, and honestly, I don't think in this play group Jam's going to be doing a lot of not being able to do a lot of secrecy and like a hidden weapon. I definitely think it's going to with what we have. But we are going to be going into our next game. It is going to be Respect and Tractor, and we're going to be on small battlefield. So we'll see how it goes here. I mean, Miami's only down one stock here, so definitely going to be interesting. Definitely hope we can get some stocks on Tractor at least.
Yeah, we saw what Tractor was able to do last set, so definitely Miami's plan is to make sure that that doesn't happen again. So they're going to have to adapt to how Bayonetta plays, but Bayonetta just is able to do one hit combos that lead to massive percent. So we definitely want to see Miami just try to not do what happened last set. But so far, by how Respect has been playing, his game plan from last set has definitely changed, and it actually seems to be working really well against Bayonetta.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, besides that one combo at the very beginning, Respect is doing a lot more of being ready on the ledge, being ready to kind of take control of the combos there. Not making the Bayonetta player, making Tractor come to them instead. And that's kind of how Tractor was playing last game, kind of waiting for any one of Miami's players to do the first attack, kind of drawing them in, kind of being ready to do some combos there. But I mean, watching how Respect's going to do something here. But Bayonetta, I mean, yeah, you have those combos there. Respect maybe getting, if they get a good, like a really good hit here, this could KO. But I mean, Bayonetta also, I mean, both of them are in KO ranges, so it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, definitely interesting, but I feel like Respect is definitely on the right path if he wants to win this game. Let Bayonetta come to him first before, instead of charging down Tractor. But I feel like they just need to keep this up. It may be a long game, but this is definitely what Miami should be doing. But Bayonetta able to get a confirm into the jab to lead to Respect's last stop.
Yeah, and this is going to be really interesting. I hope it's not going to be like last game where we have players getting rid of not one stock to one stock, but like one player to one stock. I definitely think that Respect can at least get one stock on Tractor here, which is going to be great because, I mean, considering that Tractor was real and only get two stocks on here technically. But I mean, yeah, if they can just do some good hits here, get ready. I mean, yeah, they're down to their last stock, and they're already going up in percentage. I mean, Tractor's definitely doing a lot of hits, but there we have it. We have Respect doing a little down
Down air.
special. Yeah, down air, sorry. And getting the hit in, make sure doing a lot of good damage. But really, it's just a game of whoever combos like go through the most. I mean, sadly, Tractor's getting a lot of really good combos, a lot of really good hits there.
Yeah. But I feel like with that stock, Respect just needs to go back to his original game plan. He needs to get away from Bayonetta because Bayonetta can do a lot up close, but he needs to definitely go back to playing the slow game. Since he only has one stock, he needs to make sure that he doesn't make a mistake that could lead to death.
Yeah, and seeing especially not only at one stock, but also at such a high percentage. I mean, this might be. Oh,
No.
I was gonna say I thought they were gonna do some type of hit there, but I mean, this might be it.
No.
Oh.
Bayonetta does not have a kill throw, which is unfortunate. But we do have a back air to finish it off, though.
But already seeing how we had Respect down one stock at the beginning and was able to get one stock there on Tractor, definitely looking a lot better than last game where it was 3 stocks and already gone.
Yeah.
But yeah, just watching how all of Miami's players are going to be kind of responding to Tractor now is really exciting to watch.
Yeah.
And I don't know, you've had some really good predictions here. Who do you think's coming out?
I honestly think they have to send out Palpa. Palpa was able to do it before. We saw how important it was because he was able to take an early stock just because how Villager's kit is so good at stopping jumps and staying on the ground. So I feel like they. But instead, we are going to be sending in Mendelsman, the Bowser Jr., which I don't know how I feel about this this pick because the way we started, Mendelsman wasn't really able to do much against Tractor, but he has had the time to watch Tractor play because he was the first character to play against Tractor. So with the knowledge, he may have a different game plan coming up against Tractor, but we would have to see what this game plan is.
And like you said, since they were both the first characters to go out, um, what we were seeing with Mendels is that they were kind of just going with what playstyle they were like wanting to do. So maybe now they've changed up their playstyle, changing up how it's going to be, and maybe that will throw off Tractor a little bit. So then ends up making it a little better and a little more interesting here. But we're going to be going into our game here, and yeah, like we said, we're going to see Mendelsman coming in with Bowser Jr. and I believe we're still on small. Oh,
Callus.
sorry, we're on Callus
Mhm.
this time, and we're going to get the 2 stocks down with Tractor, and the taunts are up, so we're going here. Yeah, watching how. Ooh, okay, so Mendels is definitely going for a lot more of the um, aggressive attacks. Going for like a spin to drill. Definitely going to be really fun to see what they do here, and seeing if they can get hits like that, where they're not able to get a shield off, and I mean backing up damage really quick.
Yeah, but that's the problem with Bowser Jr.'s combos is because Bayonetta just has enough time to get air dodge out, as we just saw. Mendelsman could have gotten on any other character, would probably have gotten a good combo there, but just Bayonetta's kit is really keen on getting out of Bowser Jr.'s combos and punishing any mistakes that he makes.
And also watching Mendels here, Mendels is definitely doing, I would say, a lot better than last match. I mean, they're kind of reading what Tractor's going to be doing, what they're going to be going for. Definitely going to be trying to do a lot more hard hits, but they are still taking a lot of damage here. I mean, it's closer, but I definitely think Tractor still has a little bit of an advantage here. It's going to be such a close game here. I mean, it's hard to say what's going to happen. But if we can see if Mendels can get a few more good hits here, maybe if we can get some of the drill or some of the or the tongue coming out, it's going to be a lot more damage, a lot quicker. I mean, hopefully sending him off. And even if Mendels I was
There we
going to
go.
say lose the stock, but they didn't lose the stock yet. I almost had to
Take back your word.
yeah, take back what I said. But if they do lose a stock here, I mean, it's going to be 2-2, and we're going to see having Tractor being at already such a high percentage that they can easily get that stock back.
No kill throw though, so Mindelsman is still in. But definitely, they're both at a high percent. So, oh, and there's the jab that's gonna kill. Both characters actually having some of the best jab kills in the game. So, this is definitely ironic with both of them being able to kill with off the jab. But there we go with Bayonetta able to also close in the stock. So what we want to see here from Mindelsman is definitely, yeah, well, what we definitely want to see from Mindelsman is just able to close this game off, trying to not let Tractor stay ahead and get any stocks off.
Yeah, I definitely want to see if Mindels is able to keep the 2 stocks here and knock Tractor out real quick to get a lot closer again, tying it up a lot more. And then also seeing if Mindels can just do a lot more stocks on the other players on the team. I mean, Mindels definitely, Bowser Jr., they're really good at playing Bowser Jr. I haven't seen stuff like this, but it's going to be 1-1. I definitely think they can take out Tractor here, which is going to be a big positive, especially because there was such a problem character with us last play. But I mean, yeah, it's going to be hard to see what happens here.
They definitely need to take out Tractor. I don't think they can afford losing Mindelsman to Tractor because they would be down 1 character against 3. But it's looking hard for Mindelsman to just even breathe with Bayonetta also just trying to finish this game out as fast as possible.
Yeah, I definitely think Mindelsman. I think that Mindelsman is doing so much better than last game, and they're gonna get the combo, and they're able to knock him out. So technically, we're both at 2 characters. Now Miami is down 2 stocks, so it's gonna be a lot harder to see if they're gonna be able to come back. But the comeback is a lot closer than last game. I mean, knocking out Tractor a lot sooner is going to be doing a lot more good work, and also only using 2 characters there instead of like 3, how we saw last games. It's looking a lot better for Miami. Miami is definitely going in with a comeback.
Yeah. For the next game, I would really like to see a Bowser Jr. Ditto, honestly, with Yak. It would also it would reveal how Bowser Jr. is going to play. We've already seen what their Ken and Puff can do, so I think it would just be cool seeing a Bowser Jr. Ditto, honestly.
Yeah, I can also see them throwing back in maybe Ken to just do some quick damage in there. And then because Miami was able to get Cytonix's Ken to, they were able to kind of control them, but not a whole lot. It was definitely a lot harder, and probably one of the characters very close to Tractor, where they're going to do a lot of problems, a lot of hard hitting. I mean, we had to send out Klutz, who was going to be our last character, to take out Cytonix. So Cytonix, I believe, was able to get 1 player knocked out.
The villager.
Yes, they were able to knock out Pop the Villager. Thank you. But it's going to be really interesting to see. And then also, we haven't seen Raj, who's the Kazuya.
Kazuya? Yep.
Kazuya, sorry. Come out yet. So, I mean, them having 2 hidden characters is going to be interesting. But they are going to be sending in Raj on Kazuya. So, um, again, kind of like Ken, definitely going to be one of those hard hitter characters. Definitely going to be doing a lot of damage real quick. And also just having Mindelsman being on 1 stock, it's going to be a lot closer.
The problem with Kazuya, I feel like, in this matchup is compared to Ken, Kazuya is a lot slower. He does have text to go faster, but Mindelsman side B and a lot of his kit is going to have him in the air, which Kazuya has significant troubles on trying to get back onto the stage or just back on the ground. So Mindelsman, I feel like, needs to take advantage of just Kazuya's ability not to get on the ground easy.
And also kind of to see, I mean, 4 to 6, 4 stocks, 6 stocks, definitely gonna be a lot closer than last game where it was what 3
One,
to
it was
7, 3 to 9. It was a
Yeah.
lot farther away. But we're going to see the 2 stocks going down, so it's equal here. And once the taunts are up, we're going to get into the match.
Yeah, we also need to watch out for just Kazuya's ability to combo, because Kazuya is definitely one of the characters that can just do one thing and it's able to lead to death, like what we're watching right now. And Mendelsman is already at 93, which is not what you want to see here.
Mendelsman, I mean, they definitely have to at least get 2 stocks here to be able to tie it up well and being able to keep our 4th player to come in and do a lot of good work here. But even if we can at least get 1 stock here, it's going to be good. But it's going to be a quick game. It's not going to work out well. So we have an entire player. Akron has an entire player lead against Miami now. So I think it's time for Clutch. Um, so we're gonna be sending him in, and I called it. We're sending in Klutz. I definitely think Klutz is gonna be able to close this out, or at least make it so Miami doesn't lose as terribly. And I definitely think that they have the ability to close out this game.
Why would you even say they're going to lose? Miami's got this. We got the Klutz cut. We
No,
have
the
the
Klutz
Klutz
clutch.
cut.
Bro, say that 10 times fast.
I can't even say it once. What are you talking about?
No, that's definitely gonna be something that I would love to see. Is just seeing one of our players definitely doing a lot of good work. And I mean, again, we haven't seen Raj play a lot yet. Or actually, we haven't seen Raj. Well, yeah, we saw about what 30 seconds of Raj play.
45 seconds.
45 seconds. So very quick, but I think Klutz is going to be able to respond pretty quickly here. Again, also like you were saying with Kazuya, um, not being able to be like recover an air a lot. Kirby is definitely going to be one of those characters that is going to be doing a lot of air attacks and a lot of air moves.
Also, just Kirby being a small character, it's hard to combo off of him easily. I definitely think that Klutz is definitely the right option here, sending him in, because Kazuya, it's going to be just harder for him to combo Kirby compared to other characters, and just Kirby's ability to edge guard and not let Kazuya touch the ground.
Mhm. And it's going to be really interesting to see if they. I mean, I definitely think Klutz can 3-stock them here. So seeing what's going to happen next round, seeing who they're going to send in, they might send in Vanilla as their Puff player again. I feel like they definitely have, now that Tractor's out, their best or one of their best players. I don't know how Yak is as Bowser Jr. is. Um, but definitely seeing one of their better players that we've seen being out now definitely gives a lot more hope for Miami, and seeing if they can close this out and going on to a 3rd set.
Yeah. Oh, we definitely want to. We want. What I think we want to see is definitely just Klutz making sure not to let Kazuya get as much damage, like as we saw in the first interaction of last match, was just Kazuya was able to get 93% off of one touch, and we don't really want to see that, because it's really hard to take
Come
stocks at that high of a percent, because Kazuya can pretty much just one touch you and you're dead.
Mm-hmm. And it does sound like we have our map. We're going to go back to Town and City. So yeah, we're going to be getting into the game in about right now, and we're going to go. And yeah, we have Klutz playing Kirby, and we have Raj playing Kazuya, and it's going to be interesting to see here. I definitely think Klutz is going to be able to clutch it out, or clutch. So they're going to go straight in, kind of both of them getting ready to see who's going to attack first. But it looks like Klutz is going to do a lot of good combos here, already getting up to 44%. But Kazuya is going to fight back, getting them up to 62%. Yeah, just seeing how it's going to be. It's definitely going to be two players doing a lot of high percentages.
And there we go.
Yeah, but that's the first stock down. I mean, it's really it's gonna be interesting to see. But Klutz can't afford to take many more of those like really bad combos there. They need to make sure that they keep their combos going. They need to make sure that they're playing defensively, but also keeping a good offense so that they won't be able to respond back.
One thing I would like to say is that Town and City is such a good map for Kirby compared to Kazuya. Kazuya, I feel like, would be way better on FD, but which what we just got the variation, which is pretty much like Kalos. But with all the platforms that Kirby can utilize, this is definitely a stage that I feel like Klutz definitely wanted. But with the Rage Drive, able to do 40%, it's just Kazuya's ability to do percent is it's just a lot to take in and a lot to make sure that you're not losing as much percent. But there's a ledge trump with Klutz able to take this. What we need to see is that Klutz is able to take this last stock so he can maybe go on to 2 stocks for the possibly the last match of the set.
I definitely think that Klutz is going to be able to do something here. I definitely think they're going to be able to get this stock. The question is if they're going to be able to do it with keeping their 2 stocks or if they're going to go down to 1. Being at 94 with Kazuya being a very heavy hitter and having those combos, and also being able to probably get that rage back again, it's going to be interesting to see.
Oh, if only it was a sweet spot. Oh,
Okay.
I thought he had it for a second. If he just waited a little bit longer for the sweet spot. But definitely Klutz doing the right thing. He's able to take advantage of just what Kirby is able to do. But Klutz, with Kazuya with the Rage Drive, Klutz needs to try to finish this as fast as possible. Kazuya able to make it back to the stage. Oh, the uppie is so strong, sadly.
Yeah, I definitely think that Klutz is going to be able to get this stock here. I have no doubt about that. Now, the question is that when they go in next.
Yeah, Rage Drive does so much. It is 91% on Klutz. Klutz needs to clutch the situation, but I feel like he could do it. He just has to be careful here.
Klutz, I mean, both of them just have to have one good hit. I mean, we have Raj kind of holding out. And let's see if Klutz is able to kind of ledge guard and get him off.
Oh, it's so close. Like it's the
such a close game.
Such the point. Oh, there we go. Is that gonna kill? There we go. Klutz with 1 stock left. All we need is 1 stock. So I feel like we can definitely come back from this. But I feel like we might see a repeat with Vanilla Puff versus Klutz. But this is definitely like the situation that we just had.
Yeah, I'm
last
getting
set.
deja vu. Yeah, they're probably gonna send in Vanilla on Puff. Now, I mean, we have 1 stock. They have 3. We're not gonna see new players at this point. So, or well, we could still see Yak as Bazoo Jr. But once we get the player confirmation, there's not going to be anyone else they're going to send in. So it's going to be really interesting to see if Klutz is able going to be to do the 3 stocks. Yeah, Klutz is going to be able to clutch it out and do the 3 stocks there. I definitely think that if we can get Klutz on Town and City again, and then pretty much anybody but Puff, anybody but Vanilla, I think there's a very good chance that we're going to be able to do a lot of good work there. But considering that they're probably going to send in Puff, it's going to be really hard and really tough for Klutz to come back.
It's most likely going to be Puff because if they send in Yak the Bowser Jr., Klutz has a lot of experience playing against Mindelsman, who is also a really good Bowser Jr. Ken is able to kill early, but he doesn't really have much to do against Puff in the air, besides maybe try to short Yukon. So I feel like Puff is definitely probably going to be what's going to happen here. But if they go to this again, Klutz already has the matchup experience from last set, so this is definitely going to be an interesting game, I would say.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a lot closer, I feel like, too, because last game, we really were just struggling here. And also sending out Klutz to be kind of like our final man is, I think it's not a bad idea. I think that Klutz is definitely able to come back and do a lot of like heavy hitter damage or just even close out the game on depending who it is. It is kind of sad to see that Klutz is at 1 stock after fighting Raj, where they were able to just do a lot more damage there And I mean, with those rages that were going against them, it was really hard to see. And at the very end, it got really close. Both of them were in the like 130s, I believe. So, I mean, they just had to do one good hit each, and thankfully, Klutz was able to do that one good hit. But that still means that they have to come back 3 stocks. It's a 2 stock difference. It's close, but also far at the same time.
Yeah. But I feel like if Klutz plays his cards right, he makes sure to take all that he can get and to try to close out this game. I feel like he could definitely do it.
Mhm. And we're going to be actually seeing Cytonic's the Ked player coming in here. Um, Definitely going to be interesting to see because, like we were talking about with Puff, with Jigglypuff, they would be able to do a lot more damage, and being able to kind of beat kind of Kirby's foil as a character, and it's going to be really interesting to see what happens here. But once we get the taunts, here we go. All right. And I mean, like you were saying, seeing the Hadoukens going to be doing a lot more of the aerial damage, and seeing if I think Mendels was trying to check if they could just kind of duck under the Hadoukens.
Yeah. The problem with Ken is that it's pretty much just like it's gonna be just like this Kazuya game with Ken able to take stocks so simply. That's gonna finish it. The Shoryuken is just such a crazy killing move. It is. It's really sad to see this game end so fast. Miami did do really good. They definitely were able to pick up, pick themselves up from the first set, but it just wasn't enough, sadly.
I mean, I definitely think that considering that both Miami and Akron are probably some of the best teams or better teams in this league, it was not that far of a game in both of the scenarios. What we lost by 2 to 3 stocks in each game. Definitely not going to be very far off. And seeing that what happens with Akron in the future and Miami in the future, I mean, I definitely think that in the coming years it's going to be a very close match between Miami and Akron. But yeah, any ideas, any thoughts that you have about the games?
I am really proud of what Miami was able to do today. They had a hard start, but they were able to pick themselves up. It's just they weren't able to pick themselves up fast enough. But
Mhm.
I'm still really proud of this Miami team and just their ability to play through all of the challenges that they have had.
Mhm. All right, so we're going to be looking into the future. So tomorrow we have Overwatch against Georgia Tech. Our Overwatch team doing really good right now. Overwatch is going to be back again on Wednesday facing Akron. So maybe we're going to be able to get some revenge or karma on Akron in Overwatch instead of Super Smash. Thursday, Overwatch again, Eastern Michigan University. So that should be another fun match. And then Friday, Valorant, not Overwatch, but we're playing in the CVC, so that should be really fun. And then on Sunday, we actually have we are going to be casting Operation Overwatch. That is something that we are doing at Miami. That we are having multiple teams of Miami students playing in here and going for some wins there. So definitely going to be something fun to see on a Sunday. But yeah, we're going to be wrapping up here. So again, my name is Jacob Chewy Gundram,
And I'm Keegan Logic Clapp.
and we will see you guys later.
Thank you for watching.